Hi, my name is Veronica and I am a breast cancer survivor, breast cancer holistic coach and therapist, and also advocate for awareness and prevention, as well as living with purpose and intention. I support others through life's challenges, whether navigating cancer or major transitions, through coaching, trauma healing, quantum healing, healing circles, and variety of online programs. And today I want to share my perspective on a question I hear very often, and that is, should I choose natural healing, conventional treatment, or both? So first of all, no one will and no one can make decision for you. You have to make your own decision and be prepared to accept any outcome that might arise from the decision. Unfortunately, there is no single cure in either space, alternative or conventional treatments at the moment. And one thing I would say, if someone is offering you a miraculous cure or a protocol, be careful, especially in the world of internet. What you can always do is to ask a second opinion and to seek an integrative oncologist or medical professional who is open to combining the conventional treatments with more holistic approaches and who's got experience with those as well. Or you can just decide yourself to seek additional ways of how to support your journey in restoration your health. So, I am a big advocate for natural healing. Normally, I don't take any pills. I'm even allergic to many medications. But this is a very complex question to ask, and it also depends on the circumstances. So, for example, I knew when I was diagnosed initially that if they come back with a terminal diagnosis, that I would probably prioritize quality life over quantity and would consider opting out from the conventional treatment at that point. If they came back and they said the cancer was slow growing and I knew I have a little bit more time, I felt like I would ask the oncologist to work with me and give me space to explore alternative treatments before starting the conventional first. But the cancer was very aggressive and I didn't want to play with the fire and went straight into 5.5 months of chemo. But I didn't want to wait until the treatment starts. I wanted to, feel empowered, and I wanted to feel like I can actually contribute to my journey and can influence the way how fast or how well I react to any treatment. So I changed my diet, started juicing daily, in fact 2 or 3 times per day, and I stayed very active. I also put in practice a lot of mind-body healing techniques and energy and spiritual healings from day 2 or 3 after my initial diagnosis, before I even knew what the impact was. And I felt much better than I expected, and I recovered fast from chemo. And also my surgeon even called his students once when I came for an appointment, and he called them to come and have a look how people can look well during chemotherapy. And I believe it was because I chose to support myself and my healing journey on all levels. So it wasn't just the physical, but also emotional, mental, and spiritual level was undergoing all these conventional treatments. And I really shifted my mindset into how I saw these treatments to be. Because halfway through chemo, I got really scared. I was actually completely in panic because I joined all these groups healing cancer naturally, and I freaked out that, the chemotherapy will bring me another cancer or it will damage my body and I will never be able to restore it. So I got really in like a real fear, and I got fed up with the chemo. Although I was recovering fast from every journey, it was still daunting. It was 5.5 months. But, I learned something amazing from a book that I read, which is this book called Love, Medicine and Miracles, and it was written by a surgeon. And then he shared his experience that the things that work for every person that he had the chance to work with were the things that the people believed in most. And there's also another great book from Anita Moorjani that is a cancer survivor. The book is called Dying to Be Me, and she explains that she actually returned after her near-death experience And although medically she wasn't to survive more than maybe hours or days, I can't remember exactly, she felt somehow when she came back from this near-death experience that it wasn't her time. And when her tumors started shrinking rapidly and the doctors weren't able to explain what was happening, they told her she needed chemo again. And she's describing in her book that it actually didn't matter to her whether they do chemo or not, because she knew deep inside that it wasn't her time. So what I want to say is that there is something much greater than our mind can comprehend. And it is my belief that it is the grace of God or the universe or whatever you call it, whether the cancer journey or where the cancer journey actually takes us. But what plays a significant role is that whatever decision we make, we need to make from a place of love and trust, not from a place of fear. I also believe that cancer recovery is not just about medicine, but about healing our whole selves, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. I believe that there is a reason why certain things happen to us in life. And my mission is to help others to reconnect with this part and find more answers than they were originally even looking for. So I think the question shouldn't be whether, should I do conventional or alternative treatments or both? Because if you are asking, you are actually not sure. But when you are guided intuitively, you just know what reflects your values and beliefs. Although, when I was diagnosed, chemotherapy didn't reflect my values at all. Because, like I said, I'm an advocate for, natural healing, and I prefer natural healing over any chemicals or synthetically derived medicine. However, the chemo didn't reflect my values, but it reflected my beliefs. So I believe that the chemo will help me to survive. And I saw it as a friend. And I can tell you, I now feel better and more vibrant than before my cancer diagnosis and before I did all the conventional treatments. And I know it was part of my journey to go through this conventional treatment so that I can better understand all the amazing souls I now support. So the question I would ask instead would be, what are the things that I can do and introduce from now on to support faster and better recovery? And what things can help me to restore my health? Because sometimes we just limit ourselves. Should I do this or should I do that? But maybe the answer is completely different than what we ask. Maybe we just limit ourselves by the questions and decisions we try to make. So no matter what decision you are making or you will make, you need to make the decision that is right for you and for your path. And please know that even if you read all the things about heal naturally, you can still do the conventional treatment and come out strong and well the other end. So please do not make any decision out of a fear from the conventional treatment, but seek the empowerment how you can master these treatments with more holistic approach at the same time. So maybe the answer could be, you can do both. You can do whatever you decide is best for you. But like I said, the question shouldn't be conventional, alternative, or both. You need to ask yourself and go deep within, and also do your research and ask, what are the things that I can do and introduce from now on to support faster and better recovery? And what things can help me to restore my health? This is a better question to ask. Always work with your medical professionals. Don't be afraid to ask second opinions or seek integrative doctors if you feel like your doctors are not aligned with your values. No matter which direction you take, every cancer journey requires a lot of courage. So you have all my admiration, and I wish you all the best with your journey and that you will find love, light, and healing on your path. And if you would like a safe space to explore more questions, I host a gentle free breast cancer healing circle each month where you can connect with others and feel supported. You can check the captions for details if you would like to join. And I'm also launching a book, a webinar, and courses very soon to further support you on your journey. So be on the lookout for announcements, as these will surely help. Sending you strength, softness, love and healing. And please follow for more gentle encouragement and guidance, and feel free to share this with someone who might need it today. You can also visit my website for more information. And the website is www.lotus-journey.com. If you've just been diagnosed with breast cancer and you are feeling lost, please know it is normal. It is okay to ask questions, even if you don't know where to start. You deserve answers, you deserve space, and you deserve care that sees all of you, not just your diagnosis. Click the link below to download a free guide with over 100 questions to ask when you are diagnosed with breast cancer. And if you'd like more guidance from someone who truly understands what you are going through, I am here. You don't have to walk this path alone. Click the link to download a full list of questions to ask. I'm sending love and healing. And remember, follow lotusjourney.com for more gentle guidance, and please share this with someone who might need this today.